What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Homeboy Brand channel, and in today's video we are going over our rankings for every NFL quarterback going into 2026 on the tier list. Before we get into this, if you guys like the video, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to see me keep doing tier lists, they're easy to make so I can manage doing them. But let's get into it. Lamar Jackson, I think at this point it's pretty much undisputed he is an elite level quarterback. The team around him, the playoffs, a little shaky. But other than that, who's this? Cooper Rush. I'm going to put him in future insurance salesman. Let's go over the tiers too. Elite, top tier, great starter, solid mid, backups. I can fix her. This is going to be like the promising quarterbacks that haven't really panned out so far. And then future insurance salesman. These are guys will be out of the league within the next 2 years, and they'll be done. Insurance salesman, gym teacher, blue collar construction, something like that. Josh Allen, also a very elite quarterback. Not really any questions. MVP under his belt. Can he get it done in the playoffs? Can he get to the Super Bowl? That remains to be seen, but there's no questioning he is an elite quarterback. Mitch Trubisky, solid backup. Got drafted number 2 overall in the Mahomes draft, so he's a little bit infamous for that. But at this point, I think he's proven himself to be a solid enough backup. He is Josh Allen's backup, if there's that. So moving on, our third elite quarterback, Joseph Burrow. Can he stay healthy? I think if he gets injured again, he has to fall into these bottom 2 tiers, which I'm going to put him in top tier. Just because if he stays healthy, he's elite, obviously. If he stays healthy and the Bengals defense gets better, they could go to the Super Bowl. But I just don't think that's going to happen. He'll be good still. He'll still be a top tier player. But if you can't play at least 15, 16, 17 games a year, you can't be an elite quarterback to me. Browning, I'm actually going to throw him in mid because when he did play, he showed he could win games. So when and if Joe Burrow goes down and gets hurt, Jake Browning can step up. Deshaun Watson, I'm actually going to make a new tier for him. Future prison inmate for Deshaun Watson. Lock this man up immediately. Not only for his crimes off the field, but just for his crimes while he is on the football field. Just not a good guy. Not a good football player either. So you can't even excuse it. You can't even try to excuse it. You can't even say yeah, he's kind of a piece of shit, but he's really good at football, like Michael Vick. He's ass at football and he's a piece of shit. So that's what I gotta put him in. Moving on, we got Mr. Joe Flacco. I'm gonna put him in mid as well. I'm gonna put him behind Browning. Joe Flacco, 94 years old, former Super Bowl MVP, but I don't think you guys are gonna debate me about that. He's mid, maybe even backup, but I think he could go in and do a similar role to Jake Browning, just spot starter here and there when the starter gets hurt. Next up, Kenny Pickett, future insurance salesman. Not expecting a ton from Kenny Pickett. Bo Nix, I'm going to put him in great starter, honestly. I think he can get the job done. He's kind of a game manager, but that's a role that needs to be played in the NFL. And I think he's a guy who, if he stays healthy, the Broncos are probably in the Super Bowl, and they have a damn good chance of winning it. So he's a guy that can take your team to the playoffs and make a deep run. We saw that last year. But he is not like an MVP candidate. So next up, Jarrett Stidham, backup. The performance in the AFC Championship game was brutal. Next up, CJ Stroud, solid. Now, rookie year, you would think he'd be up here by now, but for now, I'm going to throw him in solid. Last year, he was mid to backup tier, honestly. He was really bad in the games that he did play. But if he can come back and actually improve from what he was doing last year, I think he'll be solid. Davis Mills, backup. Not going to spend too much time on that. Anthony Richardson is the definition of I can fix her. The girl that you know has a past. The girl that you know is bad for you. But you can't stop thinking about the potential upside if she's on your team. That is Anthony Richardson. This guy is a freak athlete, but he sucks at quarterback. That's the unfortunate part for him. But he is literally definitionally this tier. Next up, Daniel Jones. I'm going to put him in solid as well. Put him below CJ Stroud. I would much rather have CJ Stroud on my team. Daniel Jones, he showed he can lead a team to the best record in the NFL. Did they have an easy schedule? Yes. But before that Achilles tear, he was tearing it up. But I'm going to throw him in solid. It'll be interesting to see how he bounces back from that injury. Next up, Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to put him in great starter. Had a much better year last year than he had been having. So if he can continue to get better, then I think he will be a great starter in the league. I don't know who this is. Is this Diego Pavia? That's not Diego Pavia. If I don't even know who you are, I'm Ball Network too. If I don't even know who you are, you're going to Future Insurance Salesman. Next up, Mahomes. I'll put him in top tier. He's honestly hovering around this. I am a Mahomes hater, but like being not biased, I'm gonna put him in great starter. I'm gonna put him at the bottom too. Did not have a good year. It seems to me like if he doesn't have an elite defense and all the pieces around him, like Travis Kelce, he never really has had an elite receiver. But without that, you saw what happened last year. Coming off an ACL tear too, that's gonna play into it. Gardner Minshew, we'll throw him back up. Bailey Zappi, Future Insurance Salesman. Justin Herbert is a top tier quarterback in the league. Again, with like all four of these guys, can they stay healthy, get to the playoffs, and make a run to the Super Bowl? That's a question that remains. But this looks like fucking Brock Bowers to me. I don't know who this is. Trey Lance. I'm from a Future Insurance Salesman. Ooh, I don't know, dude. I'll throw him in I Can Fix Her because he did show upside in the preseason, and he did play a little bit for the Cowboys last year. I remember when the Lions played the Chargers in the Hall of Fame game in the preseason. It was either last year or the year before. He did play very well. So I think he could even get up to mid at some point in his career. And he's never going to be a top-tier guy, but Trey Lance will go there. Gino, you're also going to go in future prison inmate, dude. From the shit we've been hearing about you, buddy. I'm going to throw you in there. Aiden O'Connell, Future Insurance Salesman. Actually, I'm going to throw him in backup. He can play. He can be a really bad starter on a tanking team. Anything else, though, is pushing it. Tua, as much as it pains me, I want you to do good, but you got to go to backup, dude. I don't think you'll ever be a starter again for more than 5 games at a time. I don't think he'll ever be a starter for a team for a full season, and even if he is, I don't think that team will be any good. But moving on, Zach Wilson, Future Insurance Salesman, easily. Drake May, great starter. I do think he got to the Super Bowl last year. Now, that's an incredible accomplishment, but let's not pretend like they didn't have the easiest cakewalk of a path to the Super Bowl ever. Like, yeah, you got to be a good team to go to the Super Bowl, no matter what. But they did have a very easy job getting there. Josh Dobbs, honestly didn't know you were in the league still, buddy. I'm going to rank these tiers like solid and above. These are all just chucks. I'm just chucking them in there. Justin Fields, you're a backup. Is that Tyrod Taylor? You're a backup. This guy, I don't know who you are. Oh, this guy's face looks familiar, but I don't know who you are. Is this Skylar Thompson? You're going there. Will Levis, I'm pretty sure you're not even in the league anymore. You are going here as well. You too. Kyler Murray. I'm going to throw him in mid. I'll put him at the front of mid. But unless he really does something here with the Vikings, wrap it up, dude. You'll be a career backup. Jacoby Brissett is like the definition of a backup. He is probably the best backup in NFL history. Now, I think, isn't he with the Cardinals? And he's having a lockout. Like, who do you think you are? Doing a lockout with the Cardinals. This guy. What's this guy's name? Clayton Tune, maybe? I know he was on the Cardinals. This looks like the Cardinals. But you're going to be in future insurance salesman. Michael Penis, mid. I think we know who you are. Kirk, you're a backup at this point. Bryce Young, I'm going to throw you at the very front of mid. I want you to succeed so bad. You're such a good dude from what it seems. But right now, I can't do you any better than mid. You did have a very good run. You almost beat the freaking Rams in the playoffs. So I have to give you that kind of credit. Andy Dalton, you're going to go mid. Caleb Williams, I'll throw him in great starter right behind Drake May. I think that's fair. Tyson Bagent, you're going to future insurance salesman. Dak Prescott, great starter. I'm going to throw him in top tier, actually. I think we all by now know Dak Prescott is not going to win the Super Bowl in his career. And if he will, it won't be on the Cowboys. But he is a good quarterback. I got to throw it to him. I got to give him credit. I've been kind of a Dak hater in the past, but he's such a good dude. He's an actually elite quarterback. I'm not going to put him in elite, but he's a top-tier quarterback. And I do expect the Cowboys' offense to be probably the best in the league. Their defense has to step up majorly. But Joe Milton, also an I Can Fix Her prospect. Literally, just like a great value version of Anthony Richardson, which is a wild sentence. Great value Anthony Richardson. He has all the arm talent in the world. He's mobile. He can run. He's big, strong, but he cannot play quarterback. He's very inaccurate. When he's throwing the ball, he's just chucking that bitch. Jared Goff, top tier. I'm going to throw him right now at number 5 in the league. He's a great quarterback. System quarterback, yes. But he's one of the most accurate. He's got a big arm. He's a leader. He's got all the talents that you look for. And just when you think of a quarterback, you think of this kind of guy. Just the archetype of the pocket passer. He can sling the rock. He can be accurate. He'll throw for over 4,000 yards every year. But he's not going to be a true game changer. But I think that will earn you a top-tier quarterback spot. Next up, Jordan Love. I'll throw you in great starter, but at the very bottom. There's times where you look at Jordan Love and you're like, this kid is the future of the league. And then there's equally as many times when you're like, how is this guy making $50 million? Because this guy's ass. So he's just so polarizing. I almost even want to put him at the top of solid because he's just 50-50 ass and elite. So I don't even know where to put him. Malik Willis, I'll throw in mid. I'll throw him ahead of, because I feel like he was the best backup in the league last year, probably, in the limited time that we saw him. Hendon Hooker, future insurance salesman. Matt Stafford, I'll throw, he did win MVP. I'll throw him at the front, dude. Fuck it. I don't know if he'll be there this year, so I'll just put him as an elite quarterback. I'm a Lions fan. I watched this guy for so many years. He was so underrated for so long. Finally wins an MVP. He wins the Super Bowl. Almost gets to another one last year. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. They did lose, but he's an elite quarterback through and through. I'm just gonna chuck a lot of these remaining guys that are future insurance salesmen. All right, we just threw a lot of people in future insurance salesmen that are just backups who will be out of the league soon. Next up, 9. I'm going to throw you and I Can Fix Her. He won a national championship in college. I'm a Michigan fan, so I'm a little bit biased towards him. I do think that he could be very good in the league. I've seen his best moments, but in the NFL, he's just had a lot of lowlights. Russell Wilson, I think at this point you consider Russell Wilson a backup in the league. Yeah, at this point, Russell Wilson's just a backup. Next up, another backup, Jameis Winston. I love you to death, but you're a backup through and through. You're a backup. Jalen Hurts, I'll throw in solid. He's just he wins the Super Bowl, and then he's just not good. He can't even throw. So it's like, how did he even do that one year and then the next year he's just so bad? It's funny. Next up, Sam Darnold. I will put you in great starter. You won the Super Bowl. I don't think you're the reason your team won the Super Bowl. I think it wasn't in spite of you, but it wasn't because of you. So I'm going to throw you in great starter. Drew Luck, the horsecock. Throw him in backup. I think Brock Purdy is like the definition of solid. Like, he's not great, not bad. Game manager. He can take your team to the Super Bowl, but it's not going to be because of him. A lot like Sam Darnold. Next up, Jaden Daniels. I'm also going to throw in solid. I just don't know how, like, he's going to come back from all of his injuries that he's had. If he can get back to that rookie year form, that'll be the question. Mariota, you're a backup. Dylan Gabriel, you're also a future insurance salesman. Don't even know why I kept you long. Riley Leonard, you too. Cam Ward, he's just so young. It's hard to put him anywhere. But I got to throw him in solid just because he's already very good. So I got to throw him in solid. Next up, Shedeur Sanders. I'm going to throw you in mid, dude. Like, you're a rookie. Threw 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. So overrated. It's fucking crazy. Jackson Dart, I'd rather have you than Daniel Jones, I'll tell you that much. Solid quarterback, very young still, but I think he will be a future star in the league. Jalen Milrose, who I think this is. Don't call me racist if I'm wrong. It's just a black guy who looks like Jalen Milroe. But I'm going to throw you in I Can Fix Her because he's such an elite athlete that, like, that's the whole reason he was so successful at Alabama, was just he was such a good athlete, but just not super good at playing quarterback. Tyler Shuck, I'm going to throw you in solid at the very end, though. You had a really good rookie year, probably the best performance of the rookies. I don't know if you'll be the best. Like, he's already 26, so I don't know how high that ceiling will end up going, but I do know is that the floor is pretty high, and the ceiling might be low, but you'll always be solid unless you just really fall off a cliff. Baker Mayfield, I'm going to throw in very, very top of solid. I think he can be a very good quarterback at times, but he can also do some dumb, boneheaded shit at times, a lot like Jordan Love. Aaron Rodgers, I'll throw you at the bottom of solid just because you're 94 years old, just like Joe Flacco. And that is the list, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the list. Like, I think the most controversial take on here is Mahomes is being so low. But other than that, let me know what you guys think about the list. If you guys did like the video, drop a like on the video. It's kind of a long video. It's 20 minutes to make this. But if you guys did like the video, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Comment what you guys think about the list. And I will see you guys in the next one.